Greetings, ladies and gents. My name is Chameleon and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. I'm so happy to hear that you guys are loving the series already, even though it's only been one video. Now, I do not know. I think I want to try to find all the endings, even though I'm probably going to miserably fail at that, so I need you guys' help. Without spoilers, that at some point I'll probably be stuck. But before I get stuck, when there still are things to find that I can find out all by my own, stumbling over my words while I do it, I want to do it by myself. I'll ask for you guys' help once the time has arrived. And Stanley, or not Stanley, needs your help. Last time I went to the options and I clicked on Enable Achievements. Enable Achievements. I got an achievement for that. I got a Steam achievement for doing that. I should have known. Let's begin the game. Now, you guys advised me to follow the narrator's instructions to the letter for the first time, because it would make more sense story-wise or something like that. So I'm gonna do exactly what Mr. Narrator wants.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Right.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, so we're gonna go to the meeting room. I will follow your advice, Mr. Narrator Man. I will do as you ask of me. I have faith in you. You are my god today. You are my divine entity that I will solely follow.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That is exactly what I'm going to do for you. I'm gonna go through the door on the left. And I'm gonna go walking on. Skipping through this office as Stanley or not Stanley. This is probably the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Do not alter
Feeling
without
a wave
consulting
of disbelief,
whiteboard manager.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
There's probably a lot in this room to find, but I'm just gonna go and follow the narrator. I'm just gonna go, not broom something, just gonna go and follow the story of the
Coming
narrator.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, we're gonna go walk up the stairs to the office of the boss. This is fancy. It's a fancy room. Fancy bossness. Is this the boss room?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he
I'm
could
walking
not
in
have
disbelief.
known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
Ooh.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Right. I don't know this. Right, narrator? What do you want from me? Do you want me to press it or not?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Okay, I get it. 2845. 5. Yes.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Where is this going? Where is Stanley going? I trust you, narrator. I have all the trust and faith in you, even though you showed me first that I had a wife, which was not true, and she did not love me like I loved her. But I trust you. Here we go. Narrator?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Okay.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Where are we going? Alright, there was somebody at the door, but it's fine. Let's resume the game. So sorry about that. That's why I was looking up. But I do not know if I was able to cut those things out, but at least now you know. Go away! Stupid insects. It's still a very hot and warm day today in the Netherlands. So we are in some
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What? Escape. I'm gonna do what the narrator says. What? WTF? What the hell is going on? Hello? Should I press that?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
This is going to be weird. This is going to be so much weirder than I thought that this would be. Camera. Sure, let's just press the camera button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Employee.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So we are guinea pigs then, being followed on screen for whatever reason. How interesting and disturbing and oh yeah, no, this seems like a great button that I want to press.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
It cannot be true!
Had he really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Is it me? I'm controlling Stanley. Are these all these employees, all these numbers, are people playing the game right now? Or something? Is it something like that? Maybe it is.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Sorry, Stanley.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Sure.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How am I going to do that? Oh. How? Console disabled. How can I dismantle this awful machine? Facility power. I guess we have to go over here then. There's so many buttons here though. Buttons I want to press, but probably I have to go here. Probably mind controls idle awaiting input. This is weird.
When at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
System power off. Total blackness.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Hello?
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Did he?
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
I don't know.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
A lot.
As sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
So joyful.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Uh-huh.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be.
It's not true. I'm going to control him again.
That was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay. Okay. Let's go and do that then. Great idea. Ta-da!
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
Free from my work?
This was exactly the way,
Go away!
right now, that things were meant to happen.
It was a fly again.
And Stanley was happy.
So happy. I'm so sorry about all these flies in the room. It's just the temperature outside. So, is that the kind of facility we work? And we're back, controlling people's emotions. Is that what we're doing? Before I'm going to do anything, the last time I did my outro, I stood a long ass time in the exact same spot as I am standing right now. And then the narrator spoke to me, so I quickly flicked the pause button and did not let it continue on. Now I'm gonna stand still and see what is going to happen. So sit back, relax, enjoy the view and the music, and have a goddamn good time of fun. A whole bag of fun.
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying.
Without dying?
He's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
Okay. Huh. No, still not going to move though. Still not going to move. Going to take a sip of my drink. That's what I'm going to do. Narrator, I'll wait for you. I have all the time in the world. The music stopped. That's a thing. But... don't you jump scare me, game. I swear I can hear something from time to time. Aside of the clock, I mean. I can hear something. You know what? You guys will tell me. I'm done with my patience. You guys will tell me if I miss something by moving right now, but I'm going to move.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory.
Huh?
What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Wait, the narrator has changed. The narration has changed. I thought I will go to that and that spot and then go pick it up from there again, but... picture? Nothing happens. Picture, painting, photo, what? Huh? What is he talking about? I'm checking all the pictures. Trying to find something. Will I get narration
When
here?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Okay.
he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna go to the right door again.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I didn't. The narrator is changing as well because I go faster through the
Stanley
rooms.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Right. So now, here it says, do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for and so on. I want to fall down and see what happens.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I am so powerful. I'm so strong. Oh, that was great. Oh, that was so fun. Okay, I'm going to leave the episode here again. We have seen 2 things. We have seen how I followed the narration story and got where the game wants me to go. And you've seen how Stanley took control of his own body and plummeted to his own death. Well, actually, I was the one doing that. I think in the narrator's story, when I follow it, It is talking about mind control, and I think that is me, the player, controlling Stanley. Because I control Stanley. So I think that is what is going on. Maybe, I don't know. If I have to wait in this room for something to happen, let me know as well. Because then I'll know in the future, for the next episode, I'll wait in this room. But you guys have to tell me, because otherwise I will not know. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this episode of me playing the Stanley Parable, give it a thumbs up. And then I will see you in my next video. Oh, I'm such a whiner. Why am I whining so much? Just do it, Chameleon. Just do it, Chameleon. I know you can do it, Chameleon. Hello there, Mr. Pester. Priest, okay, Mr. Priest, fine. Talk to the priest, okay? My prayers go out to poor Julia. It's been a year since her husband has passed. She hasn't been seen all day. I imagine she is grieving. Do you mind visiting her at her home? It's the house to the right as you leave town.